Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, Our Life Journey. Today I got 4 different things to share with you guys. I've got ground meat, cream cheese mousse, lemon pepper drumsticks, and flatbread. Alright, let's get started with the flatbread. You're going to need cottage cheese, 2 eggs, a measuring cup, which it's going to be 1 cup. Now it is time to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now let's get to the mixture. Take your 1 cup, get a scoop of your cottage cheese, add it to your blender. Of course, I'm going to use my NutriBullet, but use anything you'd like. Crack in 2 eggs. I am going to add some Celtic salt. I'm going to use a pinch and a half, just to kind of get it seasoned. The best part of this recipe is you can do it the way that you like. I'm going to add some extra seasonings on top, which I'll show you in a little bit. But if you guys want to skip out on the salt, go ahead. But of course, adding that salt just enhances the flavor. I like to make sure that it is super blended. All right, now it is time to get it on the parchment paper. After pouring the mixture, I like to take my finger and kind of spread it around, shaping it, making sure that it's more on the flat side, but you guys can skip that step. Now it is time for the seasonings. I love adding paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder, but you can go ahead and use different seasonings if you want. The best thing about this recipe, it is so versatile. You can make it to your own liking, but these are my seasonings of choice. Once you got your flatbread in the oven, you're going to set your timer for 40 minutes. Now this is the hard part, waiting for the flatbread to be done. But you guys, just 10 minutes left. Look how good this looks. Imagine when it's done. All right, time to get to the ground meat. I have here ground pork and ground beef. I actually made this the night prior, so check it out. So nothing fancy here, just cook up your ground beef, your ground pork, mix everything together, let it cool down, stick it in a container, put it in the fridge. If you guys noticed, I didn't put any seasoning because as I cook it for the day, depending on my mood and what I would like on my meat, it's best to not season it, and just when you're reheating it, getting it ready for your meal, that's when you're gonna season it. So by now, the flatbread is ready, which I cannot wait. You're gonna have to let it cool down for a little bit, but look how amazing it looks. I'm going to stick that extra parchment paper on the bottom because when I cut my flatbread, I don't want to cut my countertops. So I'm cutting it in 8 slices, but you guys, cut it the way that you want. Cut it in half. Use 1/2 as a wrap, the other half however you want. I'm going to show you guys how I assemble my sandwich. It's kind of like an open face sandwich. So I got my Colby Jack cheese, I got my seasoned meat, I'm just gonna place it right on top. Nothing fancy. It's gonna go all over the place, but use your fingers. Put everything back on. So I've got my mustard, which of course is like super clean ingredients, but then I got Cholula. Love spicy, and Cholula has such an amazing flavor. So this is my open-faced sandwich, you guys. Look how good it looks. Time to give it a taste test. All right, here is to the last bite. You guys, I scarfed this open-faced sandwich like no tomorrow. It was so good. Okay, it is time to get on to the cream cheese mousse. You're gonna need butter, heavy whipping cream, and cream cheese. I cut about 2 tablespoons of the butter. You're gonna want to brown the butter at a low heat. You're gonna measure out 1/4 cup of the cream cheese. Now I do like using Philadelphia cream cheese, but if you guys like something else, go for it. You're gonna take 1/2 cup of the heavy whipping cream. Now the butter is browned to my liking. I'm going to set it to the side because it needs to cool off before adding it to the mixture. So now I like to take the mixture, kind of separate the cream cheese with the heavy whipping cream so it doesn't splatter all over the place. But it took about 5 to 7 minutes to get it nice and fluffy. So I got my browned butter at room temperature, and here I just wanted to see if I did get 2 tablespoons, which I did, and a little extra, which I don't care. I'm just gonna add everything together, especially all of those brown bits, which give such flavor. Now it is time to mix everything yet again. Did I forget to mention that this is my first time trying this mousse? I did see this recipe and I definitely wanted to give it a try. So when I do a taste test, I'm literally testing it out for the first time, which I was pleasantly surprised. You get the cream cheese right away, the brown butter at the very end, which this is more of a savory dessert. Now I did want to try it with some honey, see if it actually works with some sweetness, which if you're gonna do sweet, definitely honey is the way to go. You don't want sugar or anything else, but let's try it with the honey. Now you would think with honey it would pair good, and I was so confused because I didn't know if I liked it with the honey or if I preferred it just savory. But as I ate it, I'm like, okay, no problem. But honestly, I think I prefer savory better. Hope that you guys give it a try because this is a good alternative to dessert. Now that the flatbread has fully cooled off, I'm going to stick them in a Ziploc bag. It will stay about a week in the fridge, but trust me, it's so good, it won't last that long. Now it is time to get to these drumsticks. I did get them from Fry's and they still have feathers on them. So I have to go one by one, checking it out, pulling all of these feathers, and I'm going to stick it in a bowl once I'm done plucking out everything. So yeah, I got to go through quite a few of them. All right, time for the seasoning. I'm using lemon pepper, which tastes amazing on chicken. I'm not going to be adding any salt, garlic powder, onion powder, nothing else, just the lemon pepper. So for the drumstick, stuck them in the air fryer. I started off at 20 minutes at 400 degrees, but I did end up leaving them for 35 minutes at 400 degrees. These drumsticks are fat, so I did have to rotate them throughout, and I noticed that some blood chunks started coming out, which is fine. I just picked at it, rotated it, let it go. But the end results, I mean, just look at these drumsticks. Golden, juicy, they just look amazing. You know what comes next. It is time for the taste test. I want to make sure there was no more pink, no blood, and it came out perfect. I hope that you guys give these recipes a try. If you have any questions for me, leave a comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe. But till my next video, I love you all. God bless you. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I'll see you next time.